He chased me through the dorm hall, like got me in a headlock in the hallway and like bit me on the head. And I was like,
Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast, and we're hitting you with an unbelievable interview today. We got Shane Pinto of the Ottawa Senators on the pod. What a fucking legend.
Dude, this guy has dealt with some adversity, obviously,
Yes.
but is a shining superstar.
No doubt about it.
And I feel like, because don't forget, bro, because of the suspension,
Oh, I don't need these.
there was contract stuff, because he
Yeah.
was like coming off RFA, and they're like, what do you want to do? There's just been like so much shit, and he's going to get traded, all this stuff, that I feel like it's been lost in the shuffle, that the reason they didn't trade him, the reason they are making these financial commitments to him is because they're like, he's a mega star.
Yeah. You could guess it, but before we started recording, we were chatting with Shane, and we were saying, as Bruins fans, we were like, when Ullmark got dealt, we were desperate for you to come the other way, and it was just clear he was always untouchable.
Yep.
Like they know he's a shining star. He is a shining star. One of just the best dudes ever. Another one of these guys that falls in the category of, we've got millions of them now, but we start talking in 5 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, we would be best friends if we were growing up together. Like, he's
absolutely correct.
so fucking awesome. Can't wait for you guys to hear it. Enjoy. We are currently joined by a Franklin Square native, a New England Prep national championship at South Kent. Unbelievable. A World Junior A Challenge gold medalist, a unanimous All-NCHC First Team Award winner, an NHL Rookie of the Month, and the 32nd overall pick in the 2019 NHL Draft, Shane Pinto. Welcome to the Empty Netters podcast, finally.
hell yeah, boys. Good to be here. Great to be here.
So good to have you. It's been a long time coming.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to say, let a little bit of technical errors on our side.
Yeah, it's on us, dude. Usually I'm always dogging the guest for they can't get on Riverside. It's on us this
That
time.
was completely our fucking fault, dude.
Yeah, because Laz gave me your number. I think it had to be 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it just never kind of came to fruition. And thankfully, we finally got it done.
Well, dude,
So-
we had to focus on you fucking getting back in the swing of things, snapping it
Oh,
around.
yeah. 100%.
You were locked in, so this is good.
Yeah.
Summertime
Big
apps
time.
are the best. This is perfect.
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree with
100%.
that. Agree
Yeah.
with that. Well, Shane, I want to start actually with your start, okay? And a lot of people know most of this story, but you were like a baseball guy, and really the football injury kind of put hockey in the limelight, and your whole family. I was dying, like your grandpa shitting on the cold weather in the rink. He's like, everybody hates hockey. He's like, Pinto family.
Stop playing hockey.
Yeah,
Shane. What
but
the
like-
fuck?
Yeah.
Brianna's sick at softball. You guys are playing like the wiffle ball game outside. You got the
Yeah.
rummy games at Christmas. So just talk to me a little bit, and of course your sheet of the 10 things. That's all. Sorry. So at first, just tell the listeners a little bit about what it was like growing up with that crew and how they got you to be the guy we're talking to right now.
Yeah. Family, I think for me, just the competitive edge that I kind of was raised with from my sister, my dad, my mom, it played a big part in kind of my success. I think I always wanted to just win in everything, and that kind of drove my work ethic in a sense. And but yeah, playing baseball and football growing up, I think it kind of, I don't know. I feel like it was a good thing for me because I'm so serious with hockey these past 8 years. It would have been overkill if I started at like 8 years old with this kind of intensity, honestly.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good thing I started a little bit later. I'm a late bloomer, and I think it just rounded out my athleticism. And I think it's helping me out on the ice. But yeah, having my sister, her being the better athlete growing up, she was just always more talented than me. She didn't really have to work too hard to get what she got. And so yeah, it always kind of made me jealous, and it just kind of drove me in a weird way, because I think when you go at it with people you love, I think it brings more out of you. And yeah, so competing with my sister nonstop growing up, I think it just developed that competitiveness in me. And you could ask all the boys now that I'm kind of psychotic with when it comes to competing. Anything, ping pong, pool, golf.
Yeah, Colin White. I heard you and Colin White going lefty ping pong, dude. That's what I've been told. So,
dude, we've had so many battles. I lived with him my first year, so we both got hurt, shoulder surgery, the same same timeline. We had like 4 months, just me and him together, and obviously we had a lot of time with each other, and we would just fucking play best of 7 series of lefty ping pong in the basement of his crib, and that's all we had. And yeah, no, it gets bad though. I want to kill the person I'm playing against. It's a real problem. I'm trying to work on it, but it's just who I am. So it is what it is.
Dude, we're all cut from the same cloth. The amount of fucking
It's like everyone. All the guys are like that,
the amount of ping pong paddles and video game console controllers that I've shattered because of losing a game or something.
Shell's the worst.
Yeah. Oh,
Shell's
dude.
the worst.
College, Shaner, the amount of controllers that I fired off the door of my college dorm room is just abhorrent.
Dude, it's so bad, especially when you play a guy that's just like a sweat and plays like a loser.
Yeah.
Dude,
the rage that I feel inside is tough.
That's awful.
I've lost friendships over spike ball games. Like we were just supposed to have fun, and like I don't talk to the guy anymore.
Yeah, like me and my roommate. I have a roommate now, and we play like the playoff mode in Shell sometimes because we have a lot of free time, obviously. Yeah. And dude, we get pretty ruthless. Like we're like coming at each other's necks with like some deep shit. I feel bad, but
after the game, you're like, oh shit,
it's awful. Like dead ass true story. When we're at parties, I don't play like beer pong anymore because back in the day we would play and. You know, it is what it is. Usually we would both make it to like the final or something, or eventually like he'd be running the table and then me and my partner would jump on. And whether I won or he won, it would ruin our nights.
You don't want to look at him for like the whole night.
And dude, just the amount of like deep cut, horrible things that I would say to him in those games.
Say?
Oh yeah, dude. Like we'd be playing and I'd be like, dude, why don't you stick a fucking tube of super glue in your mouth and bite down on it and almost kill yourself again like you did 17 years ago, you fucking loser.
I'm like, I told you that in private, dude. That's fucked up.
It's just
bro, it's hilarious. It's actually hilarious.
It's awful. And like the sibling
thing. It's the best though. And then the next morning you wake up, you're like, okay, like it's not that deep.
Yeah. But you're right. I get what you're talking about with your sister. The sibling rivalry competitiveness, especially with sports, is like you want them to succeed to the ultimate, but when you do see them succeed, you're like, well, now I need to do that. So
it's what drove me, honestly. It was weird.
Yep, exactly.
It's like I was trying to like impress my parents because she was doing all this cool stuff, like all county and softball, track, going Division I. And I was like, I gotta do something with my life here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So speaking of
how it worked out.
Speaking of that competitiveness, dude, I know that Crosby was a big guy for you growing up. That was the guy you looked at, kind of how you got into it. And then we've all heard the washing machine story in the basement with Crosby. Did that inspire you to start denting the shit out of your garage door at your parents' house? Because there's a lot of similarities going here.
A little bit, I guess. I think I didn't really mean to dent. Like I had that net where it's like you have that protective thing.
We got it, dude.
Yeah, so like I mean, but I was like really bad when I was 15. Like I was just ripping pill. I was fluttering pucks and it was going everywhere. But I didn't mean to do it. I owe my parents like siding. Like when they decide to sell the house, like I have to get them siding. It's bad.
You're gonna have to.
It's all ripped up.
You're gonna have to redo the floors too, dude.
Dude, my living room, I just stick handle for like hours on end. Like there's marks on the roof. It's disgusting. So I gotta take care of my parents when that time comes.
But Shane, this is my favorite one, dude. I wanted to ask you about this. This was number 6 on your fucking psycho list, bro. Keep in mind, you've already shot pucks for an hour. But
also, you keep referencing it. Tell the listeners what the psycho list is.
Okay, yeah. Anyone that hasn't seen it, everybody, please. Yeah. When Shane, you were 15. You.
I think I was like going into my 15-year-old summer.
Actually, do you have a picture of that?
It's it's
I
online.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
I can shoot it to you, boy.
Send it to me because I want that up on the
list of 10 things that Shane needed to do every day to make the NHL. And number 10 is like be a good person. So I'm like, fuck yeah.
What a beauty.
Yeah.
First of all.
So, but one of them is like shoot 100 pucks or something, and then also stick handle for an hour, which you were doing with a golf ball, destroying your floors. Number 6 is practice passing and puck control for an hour. And I'm like, who the fuck were you passing to for an hour at the house, dude? Like, you're just shooting.
No, I had one of those. No. I had like they suck. I mean, they're really bad. I was using like a green biscuit, and they're like the like the pass back things that they
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the string thing, dude, it would get caught under this thing, and like I couldn't
Oh, all the time.
use it. But that was like I had to make flat passes on it to get it back. So
Yep.
that's how I was working on puck. Dude, I was such a hardo. Like it was crazy.
Well, it clearly worked, dude. So
No, it worked, but I
yeah.
had like no life for like 3 summers. It was
Yep.
bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what it takes, dude.
Damn right.
It does. I mean, it really does. It's a lot of work you have to put in.
It's like, ultimately you're in the NHL. It doesn't matter that you're a weird antisocial freakazoid. It's like
Right,
it's fine.
but like if it didn't work out, then I'd have my whole life. What would I be doing?
Yeah, and your whole family would hate you because they could have
Yeah.
been playing
Right,
baseball.
like I'd
yeah.
be a disappointment.
Yeah.
So
I'm like-
it's just what it is.
I'm like, I meet this guy Shane. He works like he's an accountant, and I'm like, yeah, we were playing fucking
No,
ping
I-
pong together, and he almost killed me.
Yeah, I'd be working. I'd like be slinging garbage around or something. Like, I don't know. I'd be doing something like that. I don't think I'd be. I can't sit at it.
You'd be cooking, bro. You'd have your own diner.
No, I can't. I don't know why I would say I'd be a chef. That's like so hard to do. So I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
throwing burgers out there, I guess.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Well, so dude, you obviously have this unbelievable family structure and background. These people who kind of helped you become the person that you are. And we can relate to this a little bit. We're boarding school guys. What was it like when you kind of made that decision? I really love, like, dude, you look at so many of these guys that were in the league and people are showing pictures and videos of them playing when they're 6, 7 years old. You didn't really even think about hockey until you were 8. And then at like 15, you were like, okay, I'm going to lock into this. What was it like simultaneously sort of making that decision around that time and then also being shipped away to go to South Kent and be away from your family and just lean all the way into hockey?
Yeah, I think like I was so seriously dialed in on that. When I look back at it now, like I realize how tough it was, like to leave my family, like even for my mom, like for me to leave at 15, like that's so young. I'm
my
like
God.
thinking about it now. It's like I'm still a kid, and I wasn't grown up at all, and but I was just so like hockey just took over my life so much. I really didn't think about. I was never sad or like homesick because all I cared about was. Because I started pretty low on the 16U team, and all I cared about was just trying to keep getting better and better. And I really never had time to really feel like sad about my situation. It wasn't like a sad thing, but I I would never miss home, and I just didn't really think of it. And but now looking back on it, it had to be tough on my parents because when you're 15, you're just kind of getting into, I think, 11th grade. I went 10th or 11th. And you're still a kid, so it was probably harder on my parents than it was on me because I was just so dialed in on hockey. But like I said, I don't think if I don't make that move, I don't think I play in the NHL because
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had to get away from. I mean, Franklin Square is a great place, but they don't really produce many. It wasn't really a hockey town, so I had to kind of get away from kind of everything and just kind of dial it in. And thank God I did it.
How far away is campus from home?
It wasn't too bad. It's like 2 hours, 2 hour drive, so nothing too crazy.
That's not
My parents
crazy.
would come up on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
But it's
that's
also
why it
not
wasn't
close.
Like I was
dude.
getting shipped to Shattuck. I wasn't getting
That's
So
fair.
so it wasn't like too bad. My parents would still come for the weekends and stuff. They would help me out, but I grew up a lot. I had to mature as a person, so it worked out for me.
Did you have any moments where you were like way too homesick or you were like, fuck, this is brutal, I don't want to be here? Or was it just kind of smooth skating the whole time?
No, I think in the beginning, like I was like playing like I was like a late ad on the like 16U team, and I like wasn't really playing a lot. And I'm like, why the hell did I come here?
Yeah.
Like what am I doing? So I wasn't playing a lot, and so yeah, that was probably the only time I really got homesick. And then I just decided to, lack of a better word, sack up and just get to work. And it kind of went from there.
Yeah, there you go. You obviously had a ton of success there, get a national championship. That's unbelievable. So the game started clicking amidst all that. Cause we'll get into everything that led to, but amidst all that, were there any stories that kind of stick out in your mind of just being away, being with the boys, playing hockey, living away from home as a teenager, just bullshit you guys got
What's the
into?
dumbest thing you guys did?
Dude, I don't want to say one story because it's like, because all the boys did it. So I'm not going to say that one.
We'll hear that one off air.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys off air that one. Fuck. I mean, the only one. So the one story I do have, he's actually in the room next to me. He's gonna hate me to tell him, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like we still play chow. Like it all started when we were 15 at South Kent. We went to South Kent together. The kid I'm living with now, and we're like best buds. And so that's when it kind of started the NHL rivalry. And he was like so much bigger, and like he had like a switch where like if he like lost, he would like attack me. So it was like best of 7. It was game 7, and it was like 2-1, and there was like 4 seconds left, and I knew he was gonna like attack me. So I like dropped the controller with 4 seconds left and ran out the dorm room. And dude, he chased me through the dorm hall, like got me in a headlock in the hallway and like bit me on the head. And I was like, he probably is listening to me right now. Like this guy's fucked.
Hey, you're about to get bit again, bro.
Yeah,
you're about to get
seriously.
bit again.
No, he's gotten better. He still is ruthless. But dude, I will never forget that he bit me right in the head, and but ever since we've been boys. So it's just funny how that's how competitive it got
Yep.
though.
Did he draw
That's when it all
blood?
started.
I need to know that. Did he draw blood?
No, but dude, I had like a good dent. I had, like, a
Yeah,
good dent.
yeah.
He was pissed, dude.
Yeah.
Because I do like a stupid, like my grin now. Like I just like I antagonize.
Yeah.
And I was just like giving him a grin before I
yeah.
was winning, and he snapped. It's okay. It happens.
Oh,
It happens.
I'm impressed with the foresight there. Of just dropping
Me
the
too.
sticks and being like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yep. 4 seconds.
Dude, I
perfect
knew it
time.
was coming. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you could feel it.
So,
Like you could feel him inching closer towards you.
you know, you feel the tension in the room.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah. Yeah.
I just booked it, dude. I think he had like a breakaway with a second since I booked it, but he didn't score, and I just got out of there. So
Oh,
other stories though, it's more just I want to say R-rated, but like I don't know.
No,
I
of
just
course,
don't
dude.
know.
We did it. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
teammates
Yeah.
being dipshits, dude. We all have. it.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a very
You
real
know hockey
thing.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaner, we got to we were at the draft right the other week, and watching the lucky fuckers this year getting the Sphere draft right.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
no
sure.
Rogers Arena, bud. But you go 32nd, first pick in the second round. I heard you say you were expecting early second, and you hit
Yeah.
that, and you had a good visit with them and everything. Just any cool memories you have from the draft, whether it's like a crazy GM convo or like you want to admit how bad you wanted the Penguins to trade up and take you so you could be on the plane with Sid, or what do you remember from draft night?
So yeah, like my agent told me. I mean, I knew I wasn't going like the first round or anything, so I really didn't really care about the first night. I kind of just tried to enjoy it and not really worry about it. But that night after round 1, Carolina called. They had like the pick 34 or 35 or something that year, and they were like, "Hey, like Shane's, we're gonna pick Shane like right at 34 or 35 or whatever they had." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, like that's sick." And then the
That
next
is
day
fucking
comes, so
sick.
I'm not like really too worried, like whatever. And like so the draft starts, and like Ottawa comes up, and I thought I had the worst interview with them
Oh,
at the
really?
combine.
Really?
Like it was my first one, so I was like super nervous, and I just felt like I sounded like a pigeon in it. And
Wait, why?
but yeah, they said
Give us-
Tri-City, and I thought maybe it could have been Zach Jones. He plays on the Rangers now. You guys probably know him.
Yeah.
It like he was in that range too. He's like second or third. So I was like, okay, it's probably. Then they said Shane Pinto or whatever, and I was like, yeah, what? Like, what's going on? And then I had no inclination that they were gonna pick me like at all. And then ever since that, I've kind of I've been a Sens. So.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What do you remember from that interview with them that you feel like didn't go that well?
No, I feel like my voice was cracking. I wasn't confident, and like they were just asking me like I don't know if it was like weird questions. I can't remember. It was like 5 years, 6 years ago now. I have no idea what they asked me. But I just remember coming out of that room. I'm like, yo, they are never drafting me.
Yeah.
Like that was the worst interview ever. I like the other interviews I did pretty well, but that one I remember specifically. It was brutal. So. But yeah,
But they
and now
saw
I'm in the
something,
nation's
dude. Yeah,
capital.
I love it. I
Clearly
love
made
it.
a good impression, dude. You love to hear it.
Yeah, somehow.
Were you just coasting from there? Like you get drafted, first pick of the second round, you're like, holy shit! Like what a feeling. First of all, what was the rest of that day like? Was the family there? Did you guys go to a nice dinner? What was going on?
Yeah, so a lot of my buddies came from Franklin Square
Okay.
for the draft, and they were just straight riffraff that whole weekend.
Yeah.
because things are legal in Canada that aren't in America at the time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And that night at that dinner table, they were feeling it, and they were struggling to stay up.
Yeah.
But we got to the dinner, and then we went out to there's just like that one club that everyone goes to. You guys name like 3 bars, and I'll probably be the top 3.
In this Vancouver, right? Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah,
I
Same.
can't think of any. But
Roxy.
Oh.
oh
Probably.
yeah,
Yep.
that sounds familiar. That could definitely
Yeah,
Because that actually
yeah.
rips up
I think
there.
it was called
Yeah.
the Roxy or something. So we went out there. So it was a great night. I actually saw Matt Barzell down there too. So that was actually pretty cool. I was pretty starstruck at the time because he was
Sick.
obviously a sick player, and
Yeah.
he was down there. All the old ladies were around him. So I was like, wow, this is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of that. Yeah, I had all my buddies, and they battled through the night, and yeah, that's all I could really remember from that night. It was pretty cool. Then you have to go right to development camp.
Yeah,
so you
right.
really have no
Fucked,
time
yeah.
to
Yeah.
enjoy it, and then you got to get right into development camp, and the nerves start all over again. So
Unbelievable. So before that, I mean, like we talked about, you're going to South Kent, you decide to lean into hockey, you get drafted and, USHL, all this stuff and all that. And next thing you know, you end up at UND, which
yeah,
is now I feel like everyone knows is like such a sick program. The facilities there are unbelievable, but kind of a random spot for you. Like, you're this guy growing up in New York, not really a hockey town. All of a sudden you decide to play. Next thing you know, you're at North Dakota. So there's a bunch of things that, I want to hear more about because you have a pretty sick story there with, the coach comes down to see you play. You don't really play that well on a Friday night. Ends up coming to your next game on Saturday. You bag a Hattie. Unbelievable. And then also, Mom comes through in the fucking clutch per usual, shows the coach the list, your psycho list, which also just helps, just like shows how committed you are, what type of person and player you are. What was going through your head when you kind of realized North Dakota was an option for you? And then, you've also got like UMass, Providence, some of these other schools that are closer. What was it about North Dakota that you were like, I like this program, I like this opportunity, I'm going to head over there?
Yeah. So at the time, like I was just like, I didn't care about like party life or whatever you call it, like social life. I didn't care about how big the campus was. Like all I really wanted to do was play in the NHL one day. Like that was my main focus. And as soon as I stepped on campus, like they didn't show me anything but the rink. It was like Thanksgiving, so it's freezing there. They bring me right to the rink, right? And whatever, they have like a game and it's Friday night and it's so sick. And there's no student section and it's still like 12,000 people and it was just humming. And the facilities were nuts and everything like that. But they never show me any campus.
So awesome.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Like they didn't show me any of the campus. And I was like, and my dad asked us, he's like, he's like, are we going to see the campus? And like Dane Jackson is such a beauty. He's like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. If I showed you our campus, you are not coming here. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you the rink.
Yep.
And that's all we're going to do. Like, that is so fair. And I went to like Penn State before that, Michigan State. I visited too. So like, obviously I was like those places were sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Big Ten, football, like everything. But yeah, for some reason they offered me that night after the game. They brought me in this little room. Zach Parisi was there during it. I don't know why they brought him there. And I was like, dude, there's no way I could say no to this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just thought like, honestly, I was so like oblivious to everything else other than hockey. So I didn't care about anything else. So I just thought that was the best spot for hockey, just hockey. And that's all I cared about. So,
well, dude, they were going to show you fucking dining hall, the dorm rooms. But then when your mom showed the list, they were like, actually, this motherfucker's never going to leave
All
the
he
rink.
needs is the ring. All he needs is the ring.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh man, you have no idea. But yeah, I think I knew right away. Like, and the people there. If you ever met Brad Barry or Dane Jackson or any of the people there, they're just like down to earth, good dudes. Produce so many NHL guys just because they're good people and they know their shit. So,
Yeah.
And on top of that, they have the best facilities in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
it's better than most NHL teams. So it was a win-win, and I didn't have to do much school, so that was good. Too.
Yeah. That's great. But obviously, like you make a great decision. You go there, and there's all the reasons are there. Like you guys were favorites to win the Natty. You win Rookie of the Year. COVID then shuts it down. Did that have anything to do with you going back for a second year, or was second year kind of always in the cards for you?
Yeah, I think I wasn't ready after my freshman
Oh,
year.
really? Yeah.
I knew I had to keep on getting bigger, like strong or whatever all the cliches, but I knew I had to fill into my body a little bit more. Because the first couple weeks in the NCAC, it took a toll on me. I had I had like a tough month where I really had to battle through. So yeah, I kind of knew I wasn't staying for 1 year, and then obviously COVID didn't help the situation. I think about it now, and COVID really did screw everything up. I didn't get the full college experience, especially that second year, because we had to do the bubble and all that
Yeah.
stupid shit. So, but yeah, I knew I was going back my second year. We obviously had a lot of guys coming back. But yeah, we just lost to fucking Minnesota Duluth in like in a 5 overtime game,
Five,
which is
dude.
the
Dude,
craziest game
that's
I've
what I was
ever
about to ask you
played.
next, dude. That was
Fucking
Yeah.
savage.
fucking insane.
Dude, it was like they had to sub out their goalie in the second overtime because he was cramping.
Yeah.
And we were like, dude, it's over. Like, we're
Yep.
going to win.
Yep.
Like this guy hasn't seen a pill
Dude,
in
you had
like
64
5 hours.
shots, bro.
Yeah.
It was a
Dude, it
fucking
was
joke.
crazy.
But isn't it nuts? Like that guy gets subbed out and you're like, we got this. And then you play a full nother game.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
full another game. And I think like I think I played like 53 minutes or something. I think Sanderson, because he was on our team his freshman year, and he played like 62, dude, and
That's
he was still
ridiculous.
buzzing
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
in the fifth overtime. My God, this kid's not normal.
Yeah.
What an
yeah.
absolute pervert, dude. That's absurd.
Yeah.
Just to
It's
still be
absurd.
cooking is absurd.
No, I know, and like boys took IVs and stuff. Like we were getting like IVs in like the fourth intermission, like drinking Coke. We were trying everything, and it was just such a tough way to lose.
I
It
know,
was
such
like
a killer goal, bro. Fuck.
Dude, it was like
nobody's
a
fault,
pull and
obviously, but just like,
drag.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like our goalie's like dead. Like I mean, he's played like 3 games.
Yeah.
So like his legs are gone, and it's just such a tough way to lose. And then we had such a wagon on that year.
I know.
Like so many sick players came from that team. It's crazy.
Yeah. You guys are unreal.
It's crazy.
Two epic rips there, though. Awesome experience.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Dude, yeah. I mean, it went by fast.
Guys, taking a quick break to talk about BetMGM. You already know that we've got one of the coolest deals going with BetMGM. They are the best sports betting app in the game, without question, getting you action in everything. Right now, we're in the throes of baseball season. We've got some fun stuff coming up. Anything you could want, you're getting in on the action. And when hockey season comes around, you know we've got all the best picks for you. And we do that because BetMGM always gives us the information that we need. They give us the tools that we need. And when you sign up right now with BetMGM and use promo code NETTERS, you're going to get hooked up with one of the coolest deals going in the sports betting world. You can bet up to $1,500 on anything you want, anything. And if you lose, like many of us do, you get all of that back and you can just do it again. It's unbelievable. BetMGM has your back. They have you covered. We're going to be riding on stuff all season, so you might as well get in now and join in on the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 in Puerto Rico or visit www.1800gambler.net in West Virginia. First bet offer for new customers only, subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
Hey, guys, pause in the pod real quick to tell you about an awesome new show. If you've been watching our content, you see us doing collaborations all the time with two guys we work with, Dr. Locks, Gavin McHugh, and Glue Guy, Zach Lupica. They are our boys, our dear friends, and incredible content creators, and they have a brand new show coming to you this Friday, July 19th. It's a live YouTube show, and it's called Hold the Phone. It's covering all things sports. It's covering all things gambling. You're going to laugh your butts off. You're going to learn stuff. It is going to become appointment television. All right? So do not miss the first live stream this Friday, July 19th. Hold the Phone, Dr. Locks, Glue Guy, all in the family. Check it out. So when you jump up to the league, okay, now you're a sen, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
Injury bug, like you mentioned before, shoulder bangs you up, playing some ping pong, but don't get the full season. Then you get 20 tucks, dude. First 82, 20 tucks. Hell of a fucking year.
Yeah.
Everyone's going crazy. So then you're going into the next year, and then you get the fucking bombshell, right? You get this huge news.
Yeah.
Talk to us about like what that felt like when you heard. Did you know before like the news broke? Like how did all that take shape for you?
So I got a phone call on the golf course. I got a phone call on the golf course in like I think late August, early September. like from my agent, he's like, hey, like the NHL wants to bring you in. They got a call from like one of the league partners. They just want to bring you in for some questioning, blah, blah, blah. So whatever, we did the questioning, everything was like, we just gave him everything and whatever. It all kind of, it took like 3 weeks. I went in like twice just to talk to them and make sure everything was good. And, yeah, and obviously Gary thought that was the right penalty, and we obviously didn't want to cause any waves or anything, so we kind of just accepted it at the time. And so I kind of knew 2 days before it was going to happen, and I didn't really know who to tell.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to tell a few of the boys. Like I told Brady and G. Obviously, those are my the two big dogs on our team, and they were super tight with me, and they were obviously super supportive. But I knew obviously the social media thing was going to be the biggest thing when I came out and everything.
Yeah.
So I kind of prepared myself for that. I kind of got off of everything because I know it was that's just how it is nowadays with social media. But I was just genuinely just upset because I already missed I want to say a week or two of games from the regular season. The season already started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
And I was already upset from that whole situation. And then this comes along and it was so out of the blue. And it just hit me I was like, dude, this is just the shoulder injury was tough, but this was brutal. I had to lean on my family big time.
Oh man.
My mom and dad did so much for me to get me through that. But yeah, they just did such a good job of keeping my mind off of things. The boys would check in on me, so they made it easy on me. And I just kind of stayed working out and training just so I could keep my mind off of it. I mean, I could have easily just kind of threw the white flag in and just kind of just been a vegetable for 2 months. But I just tried to stay positive with it. Knew I had that second half of the season coming. And I just did my best with what the hand I got dealt with. Obviously, it was a little bit my fault, so I'm not going to pity over it. But I thought I did a good job of responding from it.
Yeah.
It sucked, but I had a lot of people around me that helped me. Seriously, my parents did such a good job. The boys were on my side, and it really did help me on the long run. So yeah, I'm glad it's over, but I learned a lot from it, and yeah, thank God it's all behind me though.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, for sure.
Thank God.
And dude, I mean, it's clear that you did a great job mentally of bouncing back, and obviously, like you said, your circle was super helpful because once you came back, you were buzzing right from the jump, which is just got to be such a good feeling. But on the topic of all
Dude,
that,
yeah.
Can you tell us the bare bones of what happened? Because I think a lot of people still don't know exactly what happened and what you did that got you pinched up like that.
Yeah, no, basically it was I was doing I had my buddies because I was in Canada just place bets for me in America because the account I wasn't a Canadian citizen, so I couldn't really use a Canadian sportsbook, so I just had my buddies place bets for me, and that's proxy betting, so that's obviously a big no. So that was kind of it was an illegal act, so obviously it was a pretty big deal. And so yeah, that's why we didn't want to fight it, and we just kind of accepted it, and just kind of I did what I had to do, and I took the penalty, and thankfully thank God I played a good 41 games because
dude, hell yeah,
if I did it. So
no, but I mean, dude, it's one of those things. I'm so glad that you can be on here and kind of talk about it and have the great attitude that you have, and also tell people what happened. Because I think one of the most frustrating things with shit like this is there's all the hearsay. People have one story or another story. No one really knows what went down, and it's Well,
yeah, I think a lot of people thought I bet on the NHL because it was such a long thing, but I think they said in their press release, the NHL, that never happened. So I think that helped the situation a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
But still, 41 games, it hurt.
Dude.
Down the boys. That's just what it was. That was the worst part about it. I'm just not there for the boys. We had a tough start too. Not saying it was a big deal that I wasn't there, but it's just it was a big distraction. We had a new ownership coming in. We had that happening. So it was just a lot of distraction around the boys, and I never want to be like that towards the fellas. So that's what kind of sucked the most about it.
No, but like you said, dude, it's you had a great support system with the family, the players, and now we're heading into next season, dude. You finished with a great 41 games. You're absolutely buzzing. You got Linus Ullmark in net, which has got to feel fantastic. And I mean, dude, like I don't want to talk about betting here, but like I've got serious stakes here on you having a big year. And
fuck yeah, I do too.
yeah, I just think like there's so much good shit going on right now. It's like you got Brady coming in, jealous. We were talking about
sibling jealousy, dude.
Jealous siblings. Like he's gonna come in,
be fucking on one.
He's gonna be so fired up. So like you gotta just, you've got to be buzzing right now. Like a lot of great things. I feel like you guys are healthy for the first time in a while too. So it's like you got the boys fired up. You got jealous Brady. You got you back for a full season. You must be fired up heading into this year,
dude. Yeah, we got Josh Norris coming back from his shoulder. We're gonna need him because he's a fucking big part of this thing. We got David Perron coming in now. Mikey Amadio. We already talked. All the boys are getting in a little early right after Labor Day. I think it's just the first year where we don't have any bullshit coming into the year where no one's like, we don't have any guys not signed. We could all just focus on hockey, get ready to go, and just be ready because this is a big year for us. I mean, we got to stop underachieving. Like, it's just there's no more excuses. We can't use that we're young anymore. We got enough guys that are older now that are kind of maturing, and we're all so fired up. We got some. We do have some legit horse. I think Sandy takes a big step this year. I don't think anyone has seen what kind of player he could actually become. I think he's still underrated for sure. G still's got it. He's still an animal. Obviously, adding Ullmark's going to be huge. So I think there's a lot of good things to kind of lean on for this end, and I'm obviously super excited.
You almost killed Johnny Laz by missing the playoffs, dude. He put his life on the line.
He legit sent me that tweet. He sent that's his fault.
I know, dude.
He did that to himself.
It's true. He's an idiot.
I don't know what he was. Yeah, that's his fault.
Yep. All right,
we'll
Shaner,
see. Hopefully it's better this year.
Shaner, I know we got to get you to a beer league game, but before we do that, we're going to quickly rip you the game we play with all our guests. It's called Pass, Shoot, Score. Basically a ranking system. We're going to give you 3 things. Passing the puck's great. We do it with the little pass trainer. That's good, but that's going to be 3rd. Shooting's best.
Okay.
We want to just start fucking ripping some pills at the net. So that's going to be number 2. And then scoring ultimate goal, that's going to be number 1.
Okay, so we're going to give you 4 categories. We're going to give you categories, and there'll be 3 things in each category, okay? Your first category is rappers. Pass, shoot, score, Drake, Future, Lil Uzi.
1 Uzi.
Yep, knew it.
That's score, right?
Yeah, that's score.
Go and score first. I like it.
I like Drake. Drake's 2.
Come on, dude. Me too.
Damn.
I'm getting killed in the Drake-Kendrick thing. Dude.
I'm low on Drake these days.
He got killed, but dude, he's every song he has, bro. Every time it comes up on my whatever shuffle before I go work out, it's a banger.
It's a banger. He only makes bangers. It's actually insane. He makes full albums of bangers.
I know,
it's insane. And then Future, I like Future. Like, I actually do. Like, Future gets me fired up for workouts and stuff. Those are tough 3, but I think, Uzi 1, Drake 2, and Future 3. I mean, Uzi is just my favorite.
I know. So. What's your favorite Uzi song?
Oh, my God. Dude, I like this new – I never heard of it. It's from, Love Is Rage 2. It's, How to Talk. Dude, I never even listened to it until this year. It's a banger. Dude, it's sick. It's like Talk to Me Nice or something. I don't know what it says, but it's sick.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, going on to your next one. I know you're not. I know you're not a huge TV watcher, but I do know you watch some. So the next category is TV.
Yeah.
Pass, shoot, score, Stranger Things, Game of Thrones, and Entourage.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, pass. Stranger Things. It's a good show, but I don't know.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Really fell off.
Shoot Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Great show. Really got going in the last couple seasons. Towards the end, the last season was nasty, with the whole battle and the Blue Dragon and shit. So that's 2.
Gas. Yeah.
And then score is Entourage. You can't get better than that.
It's the best show, dude.
I throw it on still when I'm cooking my breakfast. I love it. Dude.
Me too. Okay.
Johnny Drama is the best TV. Johnny Drama and Ari Gold are the 2 of the best TV characters of all time. So
All right, you just answered my follow-up question was going to be who's your favorite character, but you just did it, so I love it. And then I got to say, dude, I've heard you say that Arya is your favorite character in Thrones, and I fucking love that so much because
killer.
I am the biggest
Killer.
Arya rider of all time.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Jon
Yeah.
Snow is the fucking man. People like Robb Stark, people like Tyrion. I'm like, yeah, okay. Arya is the biggest dog in that show.
No, she's a killer. She's a killer.
She's
I mean,
a fucking
she does
dog.
multiple faces.
Yeah.
Daenerys is hot though. She's probably my second. It's just because she's a rocket.
Yeah.
Which total, I mean, that makes sense, dude.
Yep.
That's a good
That's
reason.
fair. Like, come
fair.
on. Like,
It's fair.
it has to be too.
Let's be real.
Power went to her head, dude. It happens to the best of them, you know. But
Yeah, she snapped. She snapped.
She went
I mean,
nuts.
when you have those dragons, I would too, though.
yeah, dude. But you just can't be losing dragons to the Night King. It's like we can't be
Yeah.
donating
She
blue
went-
dragons.
Well, no, wasn't it because of Jon Snow got trapped though? That
Yeah.
one.
Oh, right.
And then
Yeah,
he
she had
just
to go
threw the
save his
spear
ass.
like a sicko.
Yeah, he did,
Yeah.
dude. He did.
Dude, that was an absolute
that was a
fucking
dart.
pill, dude.
Yeah,
Just a
that was a
fucking-
dart.
Dude,
That was a dart.
he's practicing passing for an hour
real,
a day, dude.
for
I
real.
promise you that, dude. You shouldn't be with that
just
dart.
throwing javelins.
Yeah, fucking hell. Okay, your next category, Shaner, is legends. Okay, pass, shoot,
Okay.
score. Bryce Harper, Sidney Crosby, Tiger Woods.
Oh. Nah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Had a feeling this was gonna
That's
be
a tough one.
I know, dude.
Listen, Bryce Harper's sick player. Love the guy. Like, I'll die for him.
Yep.
He's 3 until he wins the chip, bro. Like,
This
that's
year,
just
though.
what it
This
is.
year, though, dude. This year,
Hopefully
it's
this
happening.
year, like we're not.
Come
yeah,
on.
We're nasty this year. Like, I'm part of the team, but they're nasty this year. So not yet, dude. I'll die for like Sid's the man. Like he's a winner. I got to go 2 for Sid. Like,
Wow.
he's a shoot.
He's gonna hear this,
And then
dude.
Tiger when he was like at his peak. I mean, dude,
Oh my god, it was nothing
so
better.
nasty.
Nothing better. We're not
So
gonna.
nasty.
We're
So
not.
yeah, I'd probably go him 1. I hate putting Sid too. He doesn't deserve that, but I
Yep.
mean, I still play against the guy, so I can't like. Put
Yeah,
him
you
at
can't
1,
gas
so.
him too much. You're right. Good call.
Yeah.
Dude, we're not gonna skate by how fucking random it is that you're a Phillies fan.
Well, dude, in 08, I would go. It was when Jimmy Rollins, like
Yep.
Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, and the boys were nasty, and that's when I like really loved baseball. And all my buddies were like diehard Yankees fan. I'm like, dude, fuck these guys. I want
Yep.
to be a Philly fan.
I
And that's
love
when
it.
they,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's when they went back to back. I think World Series when they played each other.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
I mean, listen, it's no less bonkers, but I respect it. Like I respect 3. And,
Yeah,
actively
yeah.
choosing
I mean,
to not be a Yankees fan is cool. I'm on board.
Agreed.
with
yeah,
that
I mean
all
they're the
day.
worst.
Yeah, they're the
My
worst.
buddies, like the way they act with the Yankees, I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
And what was the alternative? You're a fucking Mets fan? Are you kidding me? Like what kind of
Yeah,
life?
they're awful.
What kind of life is that,
awful?
dude?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is I'm a Jet fan, so like it's the same
I
as being
know.
a Met fan.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah,
So at least I have the Phillies.
yeah. And you're a bit of a stick, eh? You played Bethpage, I saw. That's nasty.
Yeah, I play. I mean, that's all. I just work out, skiing, and golf.
Yep.
So yeah, I do play a lot of golf. There's so many sick tracks out here.
Oh, it's insane.
I'm starting to realize now. Yeah, I'm starting to like. I finally joined a club.
There you go.
And now I'm getting invited to like these other sick places. Like there's Friar Set out here. What else is there? Glen Oaks. Like there's a lot of sick tracks out here.
How is it up in Ottawa?
I mean, we have like one like country club, like it's called Royal Golf Club. It's sick, but we barely get to play. I mean,
Yeah, fair,
it's
true,
always
true, yeah.
freezing.
Yeah,
So
right.
we rarely get to play.
Don't
so.
get him in trouble.
You're right.
Yeah. No,
All right.
I got to focus on the year this year.
All right, Shaner, your last one is going to be obsessions category.
Okay.
Number 1, cooking. Anything you want. Maybe a little chicken parm dish. I know you're partial to that.
Okay.
Number 2, French bulldogs. Shout out Jet tearing up the
Just
place
gonna
right
fucking
now.
Bring him out, bro.
There he is.
Oh, come on.
Jet right there. And then also,
Yeah, that's him.
I want to give a shout out to Urko, the family dog,
Yep.
R.I.P.
Oh, now you're gonna put that. You're gonna throw that on me.
Our boy, Urko. And then last one, the New York Jets. Probably an unhealthy obsession.
Okay. I already got this 1, 2, 3 easily.
Do it.
Hit it.
Pass cooking. Cooking's great, but like I'm not trying to do it every single day of the year.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Okay.
2, is the New York Jets until they find a way to get to the playoffs. And then 1 is this guy. Like,
There we go.
I'll take a bullet for this guy.
Absolutely.
Like, he causes havoc in this house.
Yep.
Like, me and my roommate, like, he just does. This guy legit thinks he runs this shit.
So
But
funny.
I mean, look at this guy's face.
How could you say no to him, dude? He gets whatever he wants.
Dude, I can't.
That's
He's a
unbelievable.
legend.
He is a legend.
He's a legend.
We got to get a Jet cutout.
So
a Jet cutout needs to be
yeah,
made.
dude, I gotta put. I think I'm gonna put Jet on my stick this year.
Dude,
instead of
because
Pinto,
we were
so.
laughing that when in the bubble that Urko cutout was crushing for you guys when he was there. So
Oh, they were loving it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
right behind Bubs. Like,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
behind Bubs.
So I just think maybe
Yeah.
Jet on the stick or something. There's some we're missing opportunities here.
We're missing the little mojo he would bring to this end.
The intangibles, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking beautiful. All right, Shaner, this has been a fucking blast. We know you got to get on the ice, so we're going to let you go. Before we let you pop off, is there anything you want to give a shout out to? Anything you want to plug?
Shout out. Fuck. What do I want to shout out? No one really. I mean, I don't have any. I got nothing to shout out. I got no brand deals or anything, so I think I'm good.
I love it.
All right, we're going to have to change that, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our job.
That changes
This
now.
is
I
our
still
job.
don't know why Chipotle hasn't reached out.
Like, what the
Pinto
fuck
beans?
are we
Like,
doing
come
here?
on.
Because you're running your mouth about
Yeah.
cooking, dude. They're like, fuck this guy. He's supposed to be ordering Chipotle every night.
I actually had it tonight. It was pretty fucking elite.
What's the order? What's the bowl?
This is how we get it. Shane, do this well, because this is how we get you that brand deal.
So white rice,
Yep.
lettuce. I don't know why I went lettuce. That's last. White rice, double steak, sour cream guac, lettuce, a little bit of cheese, and like if they give me a shout out at Chipotle, I'll start eating the pinto beans.
Wow, dude.
Because I'm not a big bean guy.
Yep.
There we go. That's
love
how
it.
we
Makes
get
me,
this.
just hit the bathroom. I don't need that.
Yeah.
True. We got to keep it clean.
So, yeah, got to keep it tight, especially for this game. I'm gonna yak if I eat.
Oh yeah, you're
true.
dead. You're
if I eat
dead.
any
You're
more
dead.
Chipotle.
All right, Shannon, you're the fucking best, dude. This is going to be one of many. We're going to get you back on here plenty of times.
Hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah. We'll definitely do it again.
You're a beauty, and we'll talk to you soon, brother. Huge thanks to Shane. What an unbelievable episode. What an unbelievable guy. How could you not be high on the Ottawa Senators right now?
I'm gonna be. I mean, I picked him last year, so I'm gonna be fired on him this year. But no, I'm so excited to watch him play this season.
Me too. Unreal stuff. Sens fans, you got a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. That's it for us today with the Empty Netters podcast. We'll see you next week, and until then,
Skate hard.